Welcome back to Character Select, where...
We're in a creepy cave.
Yeah, and we still can't get out because the door is still locked, so thanks for that, Jeff.
Now, if only he could take that, crashed, spaceship and make some sort of amazing laser cannon out of it.
I don't know if he can, let's find out.
I don't know if he can either, I doubt it. They wouldn't make it that easy. It's impossible to put
for
a
the time being. Foreshadowing. And by foreshadowing, I mean they basically put like a black stamp on that thing.
You're coming back for this shit. There's a big fucking hole in the ground.
People just wandering to the graveyards are like, this is the weirdest graveyard I've ever been in.
And the weirdest part about that is, I don't know how deep that hole goes, but the graves around them would sort of be affected by that. Anyway. We need to get back to that shop to buy that, super amazing bat.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before we get to Winters. God, they just keep trying to mess up that teddy bear, and it's not working.
Mr. Fluffletuff is so strong.
So strong. Unstrongable.
What?
I was gonna say unstoppable, and then I realized I could say unstrongable, and I realized it was a horrible thing to say, and I couldn't stop myself.
Couldn't stop the train wreck. Man, that is a smelly ghost.
That's actually a pretty good combination. The smelly ghost is only weak against psi, and the moldy man is only weak against, offensive techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
That's a lot of HP.
That's a lot of HP. Let's go to the hotel. Maybe we won't get attacked by zombies this time.
Or prostitutes.
Or zombie prostitutes.
Oh, God.
Wasn't there an enemy in, damn it, in, Dead Rising 2 that was a zombie prostitute or something? I don't know.
Probably. I didn't really pay attention to individual people. I just sort of, mowed them down with my tricycle or whatever.
Your slicycle?
Or something like that, yeah. Man, I haven't played that game in a long time. It was pretty fun. I forget, could you turn off that stupid timer?
No.
That was the most annoying part for me.
Sadly, the timer was pretty integral.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to just do a sandbox, run around and kill everything without having to worry about a time limit, you know?
No, I agree.
It's sort of like how I've been playing Bloodborne recently.
Which
you keep generator?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
which you keep saying is pretty good.
It is pretty good. It's pretty rage-inducing. What?
Zombie Herald. I'm scared, but let me tell you what's wrong. Two human kids escape by somehow opening their cage. Alright.
Anyway, there's things I like that they have done with that to improve on, Dark Souls 2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the number one thing for me is that it has the option to play offline.
Right. Which Demon's Souls actually had the option to do that.
Yeah. So this is, it's like what they've been saying. This is the spiritual successor to Demon's Souls, so...
Who made it?
From Software.
It is the spiritual successor to Demon's Souls. They just don't have
the
license to it.
What do you mean they don't have the license? Oh, that's right. No, you're right.
They don't have the license, or they don't have the IP for Dark Souls anymore.
Do they not?
I guess.
I thought they didn't have the license for Demon Souls, but they have the one for Dark Souls.
Wait a second. What do you have? Toy airgun. Bomb. Oh, he has bottle rockets. We gotta come back here with money.
And a rust promoter.
Rust promoter's okay. Hospitals have ATMs, right?
Well, I guess these days with how much they cost.
Maybe they don't. Oh, man.
I don't know. What was I talking about?
Bloodborne?
Bloodborne, yeah, that's right. So much rage. So much rage.
Isn't that a game that you said you wanted to do for Character Select?
I was thinking about it, but then again, thinking about how bad I am at it.
Oh, but that's what makes it good.
Well, then, it's
your
a thing we can do.
pain and tears are what make things good.
If only we could have recorded me playing Dark Souls 1. That was a trip. I've told you about that, right?
Or atrocious. No, you haven't.
I think I mentioned it before, maybe. Anyways, so I played Dark Souls 1 on the PC, and it's a horrendous port.
Oh, yes. Now you... Dark Souls 1 on PC did not have the ability to go above 20 frames per second.
I didn't care about that.
It was terrible.
The controls were more atrocious, because, A, all the prompts were for Xbox
and you were using an NES controller.
No. Initially I was using the keyboard and mouse. And the way they had the controls ported is that originally on like the Xbox, where it came from obviously, you would switch targets by flicking the right stick.
Mm-hmm.
And they moved that functionality into the mouse. So if you're fighting multiple enemies...
What?
You move the mouse slightly, it changes targets.
Oh. What?
And you click the mouse to attack. So you're clicking and then you move it slightly and it switches targets. And this is great fun when you're fighting Smaug and Ornstein, where you have to keep an eye on both of them, and you're trying to, like, madly attack one of them without the other one, like, murdering you. It took me about, like, 60 tries to beat them with a mouse and keyboard. Then I got to the final boss, and I could not do it with a keyboard and mouse, so I plugged in my little plastic NES controller here that I've been playing Earthbound with. Who's this guy?
This guy's just picking up stuff for us, because we don't need the backstage pass.
Yeah. Anyway, so I plugged in my little NES controller, and I beat the final boss with an NES controller.
Redonkulous.
I mean, it's technically an SNES controller because it has all the buttons, but I mean, it looks like one of the ones from the Famicom, like the red and gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, no joystick, just D-pad, A, B, X, Y, R1, start, select. All the buttons I had.
So apparently one of the things that I found out the other day was that... Oh, we're talking about random stuff, by the way, while we're preparing here. I'm sorry.
Shopping select.
Yeah. One of the things that I found out is that the PS4 controller is supposed to be plug and play out of the box. Like, you're supposed to be able to plug it into any PC, and it works.
Use it for any game or whatever. That's interesting.
Except, it doesn't. Because Sony never released drivers for it.
It's a shame. They should do that.
Probably. But they said the same thing about the PS3 controller, and that's what I'm using right now. But the only reason it works right now is because I've converted it to make my PC recognize it as a...
Yeah, you have to run that special software for it or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, what's your deal?
That lady has weird eyes now.
No, she's just wearing glasses.
Well, were they like that before?
I left my wife and kids at home to escape to this tent. That's how scary the zombies are. Dude, you're horrible.
He's a monster!
Alright. So now we need to figure out what to do. I don't oh wait, I remember what we need to do. Automatons! No! Actually, I think it's creepier that they're actually being controlled by like a floating hand.
Smiling Sam.
Oh, handsome Tom, why? That hurt. Crazy bass player. Somebody on a cello or something. Jazz cello.
One of those really big ones.
Yep. That's what I meant. It's one of those zombies that we talked to that just kind of stared at us.
Yeah.
I think we have to go back to talk to them.
Because that worked out so well last time. It's a ghost!
There's no one to blame but myself.
No, Mr. Fluffletuff.
Just write it down, for God's sake.
Well, then I'd have to pull it up amongst the myriad of internet windows I have open.
Are you even paying attention?
You just cast a spell.
I'm casting oh no, Mr. Flufflestuff! Wow.
Fluffletuff, no! We will remember you in the Mr. Fluffletuff and Rumpelstiltskin graveyard.
Oh no, Jeff is uncontrollably crying.
It's like Porky. Pokey. I keep calling him Porky.
Well, he is kind of porky.
Well, I mean, that's what he's called in the original game.
Yeah. Alright. So, we need to life up Paula and healing Jeff.
Do you really need to heal him?
Nope, he's no longer uncontrollably crying.
Because that's sort of, it's like, you know, anything and, like, status effects don't persist unless it's poison.
I guess.
I don't know. Well, you really had that going. What does the slime generator do?
What the hell do we do now?
Sleep at the hotel, maybe he'll fix something else up? I don't know.
I know what we need to do.
Do you?
No. But I know a guy who will tell us what to do.
Let's go back and beat up that orange kid.
We can't leave Threed.
Beat him up.
We can't leave Threed, as much as I want to beat him up too.
Then we have to fix the magical spaceship and take that to beat up Orange Kid. That's going to be our goal in this game, is to go get our money back. Like, listen here, you little shit. You've had this coming for too long.
Wait, there's a mysterious tent at the south end of town? How did I miss that?
Because you are terrible at exploring.
Oh no, Coil Snake!
Coil Snakes rule!
1 XP each. This town is kind of super screwed, isn't it?
I can't imagine what the next one will be.
Oh, Fourside?
Mm.
Fourside's fun. In a weird way.
Isn't that, like, something you could say for all the towns?
Yep.
Okay, then. That doesn't really help us.
Well, 1, it wasn't that bad. 1, it just had the meteor thing going on.
And, like, robots and aliens.
And robots and aliens, yes.
Didn't we fight the policeman in the
Yeah, we beat the crap out of the policeman and won it.
Was that one it, or was that Tucson?
Tucson had the purple people, or the blue people.
Alright.
Hold on, I'm drinking something. All this talking is hurting my throat.
If it isn't scotch, I'm disappointed in you.
It's clear.
Vodka? Gin?
Water.
What
the hell?
What is that Greek liquor?
Ouzo.
Ouzo.
No, it's not Ouzo.
No, not Ouzo. It's,
Why is this tent attacking me?
I don't know. That reminds me, have you ever, well, the game doesn't actually exist, but have you ever played Devil May Cry 2?
Yes. No. No. Actually, I've not played Devil May Cry 2.
There's a section in that game where you fight a building.
I can see that.
Like an apartment complex. You fight the building.
Okay.
It's got like this evil face on it, and you're like shooting at it. It is such a bad game.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Ooh, can I use slime generator on this guy?
And then they made 3, and 3 was like the best one.
3 was super hard though, if I remember correctly.
I don't care. It was so much fun. I like that challenge though, you know?
You're a challenge seeker? I'm not. I like games that when I sit down, I know that I can progress. And that if I fail, I'm not going all the way back.
Well, it's like, you know, I'll play Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2 or whatever, and it's like, you know, you'll run into a boss, and you'll just, like, get destroyed, and then, you know, each time, eventually, you just keep bashing your face against the boss, and eventually you'll kill him, and progress. That's how I play Dark Souls.
I don't think that's the way you're supposed to play Dark Souls.
Why not? I beat the game. Who are you to tell me how I should be playing my game that I paid good money for?
I'm not telling you how to play a game. I'm telling you, I just don't think that's the way it was. Oh, we killed the tent.
Yay. It's like you know, in all those sorts of games, I'm always like, you know, sword and board, just run up and sword people instead of like all these like weird tactics and like magic and crap.
Some people say, oh, the IQ went up by 4.
Wow.
Where did the... Okay. Oh no, there's zombies. Oh, they ran away. What's in here?
No.
There's a jar of fly honey inside. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out what we need to do with that next time on Character Select.
Hooray.
It's a miracle. We're progressing.